today I have another way that you can have fun with color mixing. So we're gonna need a black piece of paper, some glue, some regular salt, a cup of water, your watercolor paints, only in the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, and of course a brush. All right, so first we are going to take the glue, and I recommend drawing some lines with the glue. I'm gonna do some swirls. It doesn't have to be swirls, but draw some lines here. Okay, next up, you're gonna take that salt and sprinkle it over the glue. And I always forget to say this, but you should put something over your workstation so you don't get salt and glue everywhere. All right, so once it's covered a little bit, you can kind of go like this to make sure that you get all of it. Because you want to make sure that you cover all of the glue really well. You don't want to have any glue showing. So you just want to go back over it again. Make sure you get that glue covered. All right. And then get rid of the excess salt. Okay, now what you are gonna do now, you are only going to use your yellow, your red, and your blue for this. You're gonna dip your brush in the water and then take it to the paint. I recommend starting with yellow, and you gotta kind of have this paint pretty runny, and then you're just gonna touch your brush to the salt. And you wanna do it in a few places. It's just going to really absorb into that salt. So just go ahead and add yellow in a bunch of places on top of the salt. Just tap your brush. It goes right on. Then rinse your brush off and go for the red. So once you have added red in a bunch of spots, you're gonna rinse your brush off, and then you can start adding blue. And again, you're just using some really wet watercolors and tapping your brush, and the goal is to start to get the colors to overlap by putting them close enough to each other that they start overlapping and creating some new colors. So now you should start to see colors mixing and overlapping and creating new colors. And once you've added some blue, you might want to go back and add some more yellow and red too. But if you do that, you might want to change waters. So you just want to continue until you have covered all of the salt, and then check out and see where blue got close to yellow. Did it make the color you thought? When red was next to yellow, what happened? When blue was next to red, what happened? And then put this somewhere safe to dry for a couple of days because it's going to take a little bit, okay? Okay, this art activity I am going to make optional in case you don't have the stuff, which is food coloring in your primary colors. You're also going to need some water, 6 cups, and paper towels. Okay, so you want to kind of arrange your cups in a circle, and you're gonna put water in every other one. So just 3 of the cups. And you don't need a ton of water. Now, okay, 1 cup is going to get red. Now, I didn't have red, but I have magenta, which is also a good color to mix with. So, and make sure you stir that up. Make sure you have enough to make it pretty dark. Okay, another cup is going to be blue. So you're gonna put a bunch of drops in there. Stir that one. And finally yellow. Okay, yellow is gonna look a little orange, but that is okay. It's actually yellow, you stir that one. All right. Next, you need to cut some strips out of your paper towels. Okay, now they don't really need to be that long, just long enough to reach from glass to glass. So once you have them cut, you're gonna put, and you know, get it started a little bit because otherwise it's gonna take forever. So I dipped it in. The blue one I'm gonna dip in a little bit, and there I'm going to send it into this empty glass. So I cut a couple inches off the ends of these. All right, so I'm gonna put this in my red or my magenta, and I'm gonna stick it in my blue, and I'm gonna stick it in a little ways and then pull it out. And I feel like I did not do that far enough with that pink, so I'm gonna redo that. Okay. Okay, and then last we're gonna back into the yellow, let it absorb a little bit, pull it through, let it absorb and pull it. Whoop. Okay, now time to just let these sit for a while and see what happens. But I'm not gonna show you, but you might be able to guess what is going to happen with your cups. Again, this activity is optional, and it's just another way to play with color mixing.